classmate, Stephen Claunch.
Good morning. Good morning to Dr. Monagudo, to the honored school board members, Mr. Superintendent, distinguished guests, talented teachers, loving family members, and legendary class of 2012. What an incredible morning. I am so glad to be here and just honored to share a few thoughts with you. This is the cage that set me free. Wait, what? A cage? Yes, this cage set me free. As I wore this leg brace for over a year of my life, there were many times I felt hampered by it, weighed down, restricted. But looking back, I can now see it was a support structure that truly set me free. It didn't hold me back, it held me up. In the same way, our teachers, parents, and administrators have been a strong, stable support structure during our years at SAS. Along the way, we may have thought, man, I can't wait to get out of this cage. I can't wait to get out of here. I can't wait to graduate. But with the benefit of hindsight, we can see that these happenings, these years in high school, they were not holding us back. They were actually holding us up. In the same way that this brace held me up until I was strong enough to walk on my own, the rigor and the discipline of SAS was actually a cage that set us free. If any of you are wondering why I needed this brace, it's because I was born with my right leg several inches shorter than the other. And as I got older, it became increasingly apparent that multiple surgeries would be necessary to fix the leg length discrepancy. To put it simply, my right leg needed to grow. So what the doctors did is they broke the bones in my lower leg and they put on this expandable cage, slowly stretching my leg one click at a time. And today, I stand before you as even Steven. Now, with this cage, there were actually 4 adjusters on it that we had to turn 4 times a day over 2 months in order to actually create the growth in my leg. And each small, invisible step eventually led to visible growth. At SAS, we also went to 4 classes over 2 years, and many individual moments may have seemed insignificant, but I think you can definitely see our growth is undeniable. Throughout my surgery, I learned a valuable life lesson, which is that new growth occurs in the broken places. New growth occurs in the broken places. During our time at SAS, we have no doubt been stretched to our breaking point, but this brought out the best in us. 1 FRQ at a time, 1 DBQ at a time, 1 BBQ at a time. Well, that might have been only a Kendall, but as we continue on in life, we must embrace this stretching process. We are breaking with the past, but that is the only way to grow. Now, when my brace was first taken off, I was afraid to put my full weight on my new leg. Until one day, my surgeon told me that the place where my bone was broken and had been regrown was actually stronger than it ever had been before. So fellow graduates, don't be afraid to put your full weight on the future and walk forward and boldly with confidence. Finally, graduation day is about voices and choices. Voices? Choices? Yes, voices and choices. What do you mean? Well, this is exactly what I mean. The fact that we have made it to this point shows that we've made some smart choices and we've listened to those right voices. When we enrolled in SAS, we made a choice for short-term pain, but long-term gain. We listened to the encouraging voices of our wise teachers and compassionate parents and demanding others who told us it won't be easy, but it will be worth it. Remember the cage that set me free? That was a about choices and voices. My surgery was elective. I had a choice. I listened to a voice. The surgeon told me, you will have a very hard year. You will miss out on playing basketball, which I love. You'll have many sleepless nights. You'll miss out on some fun. It won't be easy, but the prize will be worth the sacrifice. So maybe on this graduation day, you feel like I did as I exited the hospital for the first time. I walked in on my own power and I was hauled out on a stretcher. Maybe the APs have left you looking much worse than when you came in. You may be saying, what have I done? I'll tell you what you've done. You've made the right choice. You listened to the right voice. The pain was short term, but the gain is lifelong. And so this brace, it sits like a trophy in my room, reminding me of these three simple thoughts. Sometimes it takes a cage to set you free. Secondly, the greatest growth often occurs in the broken places. And finally, life is about listening to the right voices and making the right choices. Thank you.